Hello everybody, this is NPCKiller here. Oh, I fell off. And I was watching Mumbo Jumbo and he made one of these little torch tower things that, use power charges to ignite, and I kind of took it overboard a wee bit and added a gate to it, so voila! I have 4 and they light all at the same time. Now I understand that I need one right here. I just didn't feel like putting one right here yet. So that's not too big a deal. And then when you hit the off button again, basically the one he had was set up to a lever, and I like to use levers as least amount as possible, so. But I guess a quick explanation of this for you here is, let me find the piston on the side. I think it's right here. I'll hit the button again so we can see. Okay, so yeah, the piston pushes up and sets the clock off, and it's got one item bouncing back and forth. And when you hit the button underneath, I think it's right here. Okay, when you hit the button underneath, it powers this brick right here, pushing into the repeater, and the repeater pushes into the fire charge and pushes the redstone around the side into a block, which in return turns on all the hits all the dispensers and then powers the block, which pushes the piston up. And then piston pushes into the redstone block up into this repeater, which turns off this, allowing the door to pass back and forth, and the comparator to just keep going off until it just keeps powering this, but because pistons can't push other pistons, it won't push back down. So, and then try and get up here fast enough. Yeah, you just seen it. Push the button again, and it lowers the piston. The comparator kicks in, lowers the piston, which in return turns this torch back on, allowing this to be locked. And when it comes down, this redstone block will power this repeater, which goes into this block because it's down there, and it powers this right here, which turns the water on the first time, and it powers again basically to turn the water off. So now we got water off. That button's just a debug button, it doesn't have to be there. See, water on, water off. So when it comes to it powers it on. This obviously powers first because there's no repeater to it. So this powers first, turning on the dispensers, and then it powers this block after a 3-tick delay. Yeah, 3-tick delay. Powers this, and it powers again, which turns it back off, sucks the bucket of water back up into the dispenser. So that's how I did the top part. Let me fix this because it's going to drive me nuts. Okay, so what I did over here was added a very compact T flip-flop. Button powers right here. Turning the torch off, forcing this all to activate, which turns, in return, turns this locked piston, or this locked repeater on, and that just stays on. That's it. And then when you hit it again, it toggles it off. So that's how it does that, and then I just got repeaters timed up to go all the way down. So just, repeaters down that way, repeaters down that way, redstone, repeaters, redstone, repeaters, repeater, redstone, more redstone, a lot of crap. So, and while I'm here, I guess I'll show you this other build I got right here. I did this in my Neandercraft server. We have a portal room that's roughly, the door is roughly about this wide. So we got the door, and then we got 3 on each side, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish. So we got a 12 wide area we can screw around with. And I added the same T flip-flop underneath here, and the same perspective, the way to do that, except for I added 2 inputs. So in order to prevent the redstone from actually attacking powering this block right here, which would trigger the whole door, I put repeaters all the way past. So the button comes down, triggers the T flip-flop, and the T flip-flop will power turn off this torch and turn on this torch, which powers this right here, this block, and then this block opens the door. So I'll go up and show you how the door opens. Now mine is not so colorful, it's just, it looks like a government conspiracy. That's it. And you can open it and close it from the inside and outside. So, walk in, and then there's a button here that you gotta hide, and it's closed. The only pistons that you see are right here and on the side, but you know, those are kind of inevitable since how they're used for your door. But this one's pretty easy. I got this one off of I think it's Void, and then I added the T flip-flop to it for the open and closing, because his original design you can only open and close from the inside because it was a secret door, but I made it more or less unsecret. And in our Neandercraft server we can't privatize buttons, so I privatized the lever and you just flip it down and flip it back up. So I'll show you that real quick. You just gotta make sure you flip it back up. Like that. See, it's not too hard. It was just something I did because I was bored and fun to build. So that is pretty much all I have today for that. And then I'm building a bridge on Neandercraft as well, and this is what it looks like, or this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. I've got about a quarter of it done. I've got I got one side I think all the way done up to this point, or at least to this block right here, and then this side I've got some of them done, but I got to go through and put another row on here, and then I got to get the leaves and the redstone lamps and all that crap. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the top of it with redstone just like this, so that way when it becomes day, as you can see, the torch is shut off. Oh, I logged out. And when it becomes night, the torches come on. So it's nice and lit up for them. And this is the one that's expanding across the whole freaking ocean. So I've got to do the pillars like this, which I'm hoping I'm far enough above the water to do it. If not, I'm just gonna, I'll have to improvise, even if I gotta take out these 2 blocks here. Yeah, even if I gotta take out them 2 blocks there, it'll be fine. Now the only downfall with doing this, to keep it hidden and somewhat discreet looking, without having to build a magnificently, extremely huge entrance to cover it, this light right here on each end is going to be off when it's night and on when it's day. So it's just, you know, the opposite. But it's okay, it's no big deal. So with that in mind, I do want to thank you for, you know, taking the time out to watch this video. If you like it, please, you know, thumbs up and like it. If you want to see more, subscribe, comment below. If you have anything you want me to try to build, I'm not extremely good at redstone, but I can always give it a try. I'm always willing to give it a try. If you give me an example of somebody else that built it, I can build it and see if I can improve on it or compact it a little bit. Most of the time when I try to compact stuff, it usually ends up getting bigger. But it's all fun and games to me, so just whatever you want to do. So again, thank you for taking the time out and watching, and have a great day.